What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Sipping the Monty YouTube video. Of course, I'm Monty, and excuse me, guys. This is a little weird for me because I'm used to doing a live video, so this is like me doing like content. So I'm just adjusting. I'm trying out different places in the house. I already know the place in the house that I'm gonna be doing all the filming, but I'm just doing it here right now. So let me see here. I don't got my good lighting on. Let me get the good lighting on the face. You need to see the forehead in its full glory. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get right to work, as I would say. Okay, so what are we talking about today? I wanted to talk about something that I had seen that I did not get to post about on my platforms. If you don't follow me on social media, you can follow me at Sippin' the Monty on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and patreon.com/Sippin' the Monty. I didn't get a chance to post about this particular topic. It is about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Gizelle Bryant, and Robin Dixon. I don't know why I dropped my voice down a little bit. Robin Dixon. She just, we'll talk about it. But they were on the Sherri Shepherd Show recently, and they sat on the couch and they're chatting, girl chat, whatever. I didn't watch the full interview, didn't really care for it because I'm not too keen on Robin and Gizelle, and I can't be fake and sit through, they're just not two of my favorite reality stars. I don't dislike them, big up to them. They're doing their thing. Somebody's paying to see them, paying them to see them. So, shout out to them for that. But they're just not my bag of tea. So Sherri Shepherd asked them, this is a topic that's been popular on social media for a while now, since this has been a topic for a while with them. It's colorism. The show has 5 light-skinned women. Wait, there's Mia Thornton, Karen Huger, Ashley Darby, Gizelle Bryant, and Robin Dixon. Yeah, so there's 5 light-skinned women, and then there's 2 dark-skinned women. That's Candace Dillard Bassett and Wendy Osefo. So the conversation revolving around this has been the oh my god, I can't. The treatment in the dark skinned girls and the light skinned girls is different. The light skinned girls be treating the dark skinned girls different than they be treating each other. And they be holding each other. They be holding the dark skinned women to a very different standard than the light-skinned cast members. And the light-skinned cast members can do things that the dark-skinned cast members would be viewed as aggressive and volatile and ferocious. The word ferocious has been used. And things like that. So the Sherri Shepherd, back to that, Sherri Shepherd asked them, like, how do you all, and the way she asked them was like she was almost like she was afraid to bring up the topic. Like, girl, they on your show. Like, they need to be afraid of what questions you're going to ask. Let me get an opportunity like that. People finna be sitting on my couch like, what is this man about to say to me? Like, I'm not going to be cruel, but if you're in the media about something, I'm not going to tiptoe around it. Like, if you're in the news, and then you can't come on my show if you're not willing to talk about it. Like if you come on there talking about we not talking about this, we not talking about that, well, we're not talking at all. Because I want to talk about what's got you in the news right now. And if you don't want to talk about that, then we're not about to sit up here for 10 minutes and look at each other. You can stay where you at, and you can go on Instagram and promote your little project. Sherri different than me. But she was like, so there's been talk of bullyism. I mean, bullying and colorism on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I would just want to know what you all have to say about that. And first off, I'm disappointed in Sherri, big time. So Wendy, I said Wendy. Speaking of Wendy, Wendy would have held. Wendy would have dug in. So Gizelle Bryant, one half of the Green Eye Bandits, as they call them. I call her a great value Vanessa Williams, but she was like, oh, I don't pay attention to social media. People on social media, because Sherri was like, on social media, people say that, you all are bullies and, there's colorism. And she's like, oh, I don't pay attention to what people say on social media. And when social media pays me, then I'm all in. But until then, I don't pay attention. Completely dismissed and blew off the question, did not answer the question, didn't even address the question. Wendy Williams would have dug in. I would have dug in and been like, okay, I get that you're not in tune to social media because maybe you don't know how to use it or whatever the case may be, because y'all getting chewed up on there. That's not what I asked you if you're tuned into social media. I asked you, what do you feel about, people saying, including your castmates, the women that you work with, are saying that they feel like they are being discriminated against and colorism is at play, and that you and Robin specifically are bullying them, and that violent behavior has been exhibited from one light-skinned woman to another dark-skinned woman, Mia Thornton to Wendy Osefo, and Mia was coddled for exhibiting violence towards Wendy, yet Wendy was attacked for her response to being physically, agitated and assaulted. Sherri didn't know. Absolutely not. And so Gizelle got off scot-free, and then Robin chimed in with her line. Like I don't want to be too. It's hard. It's hard being, because I don't want to be too disrespectful, to no woman. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about her wide back, and I'm sitting up here trying to squeeze my wide back into the frame. But I want to say, like, she got her baritone ass on the camera talking about, oh, I just think that it's an indication that, this many people are engaging in conversation about the show. That means that people are enjoying the show. Like, actually, if we want to talk about these ratings, honey, the ratings aren't giving what you think they are. They're not giving what Real Housewives of Atlanta is giving in its slump, which was this past year. Y'all doing better than Salt Lake City, though. Everybody doing better than Salt Lake City. I think more people are watching me than Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. But people online the social media that you claim to not pay attention to, but are always uploading things to that social media. Well, social media is saying that they actually don't watch the show, and that they actually just watch clips of the show uploaded from Twitter, and they just watch people do reviews of the show, and that's how they keep up with the show. And I have to say that I'm one of those people. I used to be an avid watcher of Real Housewives of Potomac. Season 1 was a snore. I used to put season 1 on when I wanted to go to sleep. Season 2, a little bit picked up. Season 3, I don't even remember season 3. Season 4, I don't think I really watched season 4 like that. I wasn't home a lot during that year, so I missed like everything that year. And then season 5 was when the whole Monique thing happened. That's when the colorism started to me. That's when the colorism started, but nobody wants to talk about it because everybody was divided on, who was at fault, Candace or Monique. But that's when the colorism started with season 5. If we really want to be honest, the colorism started in season 5. But everybody was blinded by how they felt about Monique. Then it really started to rear its head. And the other brown girls were, against Monique. It was everybody against Monique. So the colorism kind of slid under the radar a little bit. But then when Monique was gone and didn't nobody have, Monique wasn't there to hate no more, then, everybody turned, they turned on the next darkest thing that was there, which was, Candace and Wendy. And then here we are today. So, that's a little timeline on that. I know enough. And I follow a lot of fellow YouTubers' reviews. There's Evaner Entertainment. There's Alexander Rogers. There's C. Diggy One. I follow their reviews, and that's who keeps me up on the show. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. And yeah, so what would I have done differently? Wendy would, I would have definitely, the Wendy in me, I just would have held their feet to the fire. Sherri, you dropped the ball big time on that. Next time, like if you're having guests and you're just not, Sherri Shepherd is not that girl when it comes to asking the hard hitting questions. I think she's more like light fluff girl, like a grown woman version of The Real, but just one person. Like that's Sherri Shepherd. Like that's the kind of hostess that she is. Like she's light, she's airy, she's fun. The serious stuff, she doesn't have the depth to go there, because she was genuinely afraid of those women. And it's like, Sherri, you the one with the industry connections, and you the one on the insiders. You could look at Gizelle House and tell that ain't nobody to be afraid of. That ain't nobody with no connections. What you tiptoeing and pussyfooting around her? And Rob looked like she might stand up and give you the people's elbow, but outside of physical harm, that ain't nobody to worry about either. But drop down in the comments, let me know, is it just me and is it just Black Twitter that think that it's colorism and bullying on Real Housewives of Potomac? Do you still watch Housewives of Potomac? Because I checked out for those reasons, and I checked out before it was cool. I spotted it in season 5. That's when I was like, it's not giving. It's not giving. So drop down in the comments. Make sure you like this video. You subscribe to the channel. Give it a share. Tell your people about it. And let's run these numbers up. And I will talk to you guys soon in another video. Bye.